cái太平洋复振年过来个，把修流浪个给我爸爸是几呢？一个一出个里呢，也个过来打把西来帮过来阿基达鲁马ranch，哪个么呢？哪个他爸帮个个说太平洋岛民过来，把个一群个爸爸是摩萨根尼样，哎路流浪个说台湾呀，个个人mu把个tarik过来流浪个queen，来帮tu mana ni sikiri mu laki queen，一把di ma过来的流浪是，阿拉的个dulu个个下个过来tarik。
My mountain is Mauo, my ocean is Tauranga and Te Awanui. My canoe is Mātātua. My iwi is Ngaitirangi and Ngātirangi Nui. My sub-tribe is Ngā Pirirako and Ngāti Tapu. My marae, Pautūterangi and Pautūterangi Tapu Kino. I am a descendant of the ocean. I am the ocean, and the ocean is me. We sit here beneath my ancestral mountain, ancestral house, Reo Kōhanga. The structure of Māori people is likened to that of what I have just said. The first thing we acknowledge is our ancestral mountain. After our ancestral mountain, we acknowledge our ancestral oceans. After that, we acknowledge our ancestral canoes that we came to Aotearoa. After that, we acknowledge our tribal people, our tribe.
Quindi Marae cái kiapapacase quindi cái trái sen cái New Zealand ya, là cái ta mà so số bắt đầu cái trái quindi Q ha Bidois, ara cái cụ tang sa siu cái đàn si mu le bukan cái ta kiva bagan, là bữa là cụ ta tola đàn cụ cái xoay nó quindi si, là quindi cụ ta Marae san ini quindi cái đàn, là bữa là cái đàn ta mat sapilan si, cụ ta Marae.
And in regards to the construct, you have your canoe that we all come from. From the canoe, we have the ancestors. From the ancestors, we have the tribe. From the tribe, we have a sub-tribe. And then from the sub-tribe, we have the families. This house here is called Reo Kītahi. Reo was an ancestor, so he was a man. This ancestral house is built to represent that man. So when you walk inside the ancestral house, it's like walking into the body of our ancestor. You see up the top, just above me is his head. And then from that you have his arms coming down and the fingers.
Haramai ki tēnei whenua o Aotearoa. Taki o tēnā whenua, o tēnā whenua. Haramai, haramai, haramai. Haramai ki tēnei o tātou marae.
Kay tsukil kay kiswa Maori ya mani ng ratangadan. Laka man marte tiskula marsia kay kunisi kay kui beid se laka man kula susiki kay kunisi marasi kay tsukil kula ka kasulibatan. Kay kiswa Maori man kula maragaras kay awan kay ki tamanan kunisi laka tapau tsutsung lang dari gidan. Lakuni ya feel kun ki Maori laka man kuta ki bubuan kay ki nawa na kuni Kōhanga amesi. Kuni laka lisisuko amia kuni roi amia laka val. Kuni laka tay kay kilawa laksi ifili kuni ki Maori si marasi kay kunisi bukura katsari siana. Kay so Maori kula patakilan kay ki bunga ki bure kay Maori.
The place that we've come to today is probably one of the most sacred grounds in regards to old traditional back towards more colonialism. So the reason why these grounds are so hollow or sacred to us is because it was here that our people took a stand against the British. the British soldiers, British colonialists. In 1864, on April the 26th, there was a large battle that happened exactly on this hill. That has a.
是了，1860年嘅10月29日，也该加外不给现在是马克罗国，那大陆是该在个说毛利个人也巴拉个不是，那把修理个人kita haku dulu si ga个人说英国的国兵，是大陆上个人马该说英国个呢，该个呢ki毛利啦都这个个呢是，那该你把把dulu个呢是ki tulis个呢，那该个大一代不拉巴个啦，我不在该说毛利，该说是说英国啦，马个个当然ki说毛利，什么个路不个呢个呢ki个呢，来该个高了van，是个2007个4月29日，你什么个路不路该150周年呢？该说修一个个呢ki办呢，来个到这个干是180个当然呢，来个个ki老老是今年个他们个路是，那这个个ki他们个路帮他们在当然个ki多么是哩，啥个时间个呢个马个个人该说毛利，那个台湾人你180是，个呢个个呢那马个了。seperti tinggalan. Lah apa pun yang kau kisah Maori kura kai kari murang tang libat.
There's some storyboards just around. If you walk down, there's some storyboards just around the path.
Kuini koi Bidois se lai li lu kura kita ka ciansi papia kura ki ukong li si. Kai sak bilan kai so Maori kai kuini kita kitolisian kuini kura ki swada kadang na. Lah tsuk kura ni papat santu kini kuini si. Lah ka wok kini kura ki akar berusi patsa.
The reason why I have so much I wouldn't say so much knowledge, but a lot of knowledge is because this is me, and I am this. For us, we are one with the land, and the land is one with us. So for you to not know about yourself, you become lost. So in order to know yourself, you must know about your land. So as a kid growing up, we're taught by our grandparents the many stories of their grandparents and the many stories of their grandparents. So as a young child, you're brought up in Kōhanga Reo. I was quite lucky that as a baby growing up, I went to the Kōhanga Reo just over here.
Te runga tū, te runga tapu, a te mauri tū, te mauri tapu, a te mauri no whia, te mauri no runga, no rangi, no nuku tū. A tēnei te mauri ka whakapuki, a tēnei te mauri ka whakakake, a tēnei te mauri ka puta ki te whai au ki te ao marama, o whanno, haramai te toki, haumi e, hui e, tai ki e. Kia ora whānau. Aruanga ia na ia o. Naroanga ia na ia ai o, ia ao.
Kai koi Bidois se langi ta tinggal si tinggal ko dakia bobol ki tsekal ko si ada bang ko watu bitubi ga kiara ga ko dari ki se kai ko kita ka ada bane langi tarumana ko ni ki zukuin.
Then when you grow up and people want to know, you know the stories of your land. The land is yourself, so you know exactly who you are and where you come from. You know your connection to the water. You know your connection to the sky, to the earth, to the winds, to the trees. And that's what Māori is about. The word Māori actually means...
Well, what was his? Well, what was ours?
Kai koi Bidois se kai kun so Māori am kula susi ki si lak tar bulu kai ki bonga si. Ska 19岁kun la ka wa pa pa tsas kun si pa kuna kai tar ma pasalan ka tsai kula a sin kai ki tar pa pa tsa. La ki samuna pas kai ki so Māori kai ki bonga kai le ki si kai ki la ta pau tsu tsu nang kula a tingalan ki ma pa pa.
My Indigenous name is James Webster. James Webster. Yeah, I hail from on my father's side. It's sort of English and Scottish. And that's where I get the name James Thornton Webster. But on my Māori side, it's through my mother, and she comes from a family called Uirata and the Tana family, and they're from sort of central North Island. in an area called Waikato, and come from the canoe, tainui canoe, and our mountain in that area is called Pirongia, and the awa that sort of flows from there is called Waipa. So the Waipa flows into the Waikato River, and and so that's my indigenous roots, back to that land and back to those canoes under that mountain.
Kay James Whisper, aman ko na maririgil ko si lai kay kurtay karang takaw mo masan ko na nagan si itaring ulu kay kiswa maori kibong.
Look at what we're going to make today, okay? So we're going to look at making karangamanu. It's got a little indentation, a little hole on the top. And so what you do is you just spray across the top. Yeah, so my art practice as an artist, I'm a traditional Māori musical instrument player, I'm a carver as well, and do a form of Māori puppetry, and tāmoko as well. It's one of my sort of practices, but the art of taonga puoro and the Māori puppetry art form, they are things that are still in a revival process as well. Yeah, a couple of the practices that have been asleep for a long time, because of colonisation and Christianity and different things that have impacted on our people. And so tāmoko to me is sort of one of those art forms that sort of needs to re-establish itself within our communities and within our culture. So it's a living entity in our culture, as opposed to something that is housed in the museum.
Napabili kay kun kita talabangan tapapatsan share kay kula dudul si tsutsuni si nahapaw kay kung babutsul ko tapapatsan pakay kay ki James Whisper la kuini amani kuda wakay sakang kurta kirutukan si patingan kay kiswa Maori kuda bongutong kan si kay kula sikini kuda pautsumula.
Well, I think for me it's in my DNA, it's in my ancestry, my tupuna we fu moko, and just something inside me, as it's passed down, because they talk about the atua of, for us, the atua, or the guardian or the god of the art form of tattooing, or tāmoko as we call it, is a person called Reo Moko. And so, it's been explained that, Reo is to shake and to, is a movement. Reo is the current, so it's like electrical current, and moko is the art of marking or scarifying. And so Reo Moko is seen as the god of earthquakes and volcanoes. And so when the earth moves and shakes, it creates tributaries within the land. And so when, the art of tāmoko is being applied to your body, you're opening up the body to allow your sacred waters to run, And you are taking, nutrients from the land and putting them energy back into your body. And so in that way you are staying connected and part of your identity and your responsibility back to, back to life itself, really. It's sort of the circle of life. And that whole sustainability thing. So, and I think if you're awake to those things, you come from an unconscious sort of state of being to a conscious state of being, and once you realize that you have a responsibility, and you can either ignore the responsibility or you can do something about it. And so, yeah, picking up the art form and taking on the art of tāmoko was part of my accepting the responsibility of, those things that resonate within me, that oscillate within me, being my life force, my mauri, that's being passed down through, my ancestry, that make me who I am now, Yeah, and so what I do today, reflects on my children and my grandchildren and future generations. So, yeah, I want to sort of try and deliver a positive message, And in my own practices, I just believe that the greatest thing you can do is practice the art form. You can talk about it as much as you like, but I think the benefits from practicing it, outweighs any conversation. And yeah, so my hopes for these particular gatherings is that they continue, and maybe be hosted in different areas so we can, keep those connections flowing between, the people that come to the gatherings, and I think, and just perpetuating and seeing the art form grow, and especially in the context of, becoming more sort of sacred, instead of, I don't know how to really describe, what I mean by sacred, but just, But also in saying that, by applying it and having it happen more in your culture and expressed and, externalized in your culture, it becomes, you normalize it as well, you know what I mean? So it's not this taboo thing, but, my hope is that people receive it in some sort of, spiritual, sacred sort of way. So it sort of enhances their whole, and their life force and their being and their connection to who they are and, how they are connected to their people and their communities and, and life in itself.
Kay kiapapacase kay kinaumasanay kiapasila bukwari katarong berang tong kaya sana tinggal lengas kay kiapapacase idurusung ta tinggal lukahana nos ayo lulang kay suat Taiwan kay kiapapacase ya kay kuna kay kata-katarang tadiran si lama kel kay suat Taiping kura kitsekele kay tapas yuri-yurian nga kay kisidor dumang kay kiapapacase lagi pada sungkurang ini ya kune pangitu mansi pakatari kuna ikapadiran kay kibong. Kurapa di makai tiang tapaniania kane amaning kai ki kui base kun ki James Weiser kura pangiania kai ki Maori kai ki bongkania si kai kui ne kinau masan ladu madu kai ki bongkania kura takir mo anu tiati lagi panginia ngai kai ki bongka kura apa chuchuna kai so Maori kai ki bongkai dolai singka lawa wala kai wating halu si sakadong kune lai siamu tsu kura ka pa chuna kuini yakay kura pateng-tengah ding nusang kaki igilan kaki bungke adang ting to tum sakene yakay kura tamaran kaki umau masih pakisubi-subi si na dangang kura kay sakan kaki bungke ko igilan